You're watching a recap from Investor XP, the show that covers investing for gamers. Check out the video description for details. It's Thursday, July 27th. The market is doing very well today, and here are the stories that we've got that we're posting up on YouTube today. We're going to be talking about Square Enix, Twitter is getting hammered today, Overwatch, and finally WWE earnings. So let's go ahead and get started. WWE is getting a nice pop today off of their earnings report. They had a beat on their earnings report, some good solid numbers for subscribers. WWE is a stock that we own now. It has been one of our poorer performing stocks. It's kind of been down for quite a while. We like it though because I believe that this is a monopoly you can own and collect 2% dividend on. So to me, it's a no-brainer. And it's a unique play. Whereas if you missed the boat on Netflix, this is what they're doing with their network channel is a bit of a Netflix light. So let's pull up WWE up 1% today. Like I said, the market is dipping overall, so they're not getting the bump that they probably deserve off the earnings that they had. So WWE. Their forward earnings is 34 times, which makes it more pricey than, say, an Activision. But when you put it into perspective, 34 times earnings, they got a 2% dividend yield. Look at something like Netflix. Now, comparing the Netflix, what they offer with their monthly service with the WWE library is WWE's got probably a fraction of what Netflix has to offer, and it's a very niche market for who's going to consume that. But you're talking Netflix earnings is in the hundreds of times earnings versus 30 times earnings with the WWE, and they put a dividend on there. So I think it's attractively priced, and they continue to do well with their quarterly reporting, and there's growth. So I'm going to pull up the presentation from their conference call just to highlight a couple of things. I'll link this in the description of the video. So there's the numbers where they beat on things, which is great. A couple of things where they have some good global growth in the Middle East, Africa, around the globe. So they're truly expanding worldwide with what they do. So good news there. The Mae Young Classic is coming up, really boosting the women's division now. The other day, Mattel announced the launch of Barbie WWE wrestlers. So as they get more women into watching this with things like the women's tournament and featuring them, and pretty soon probably Ronda Rousey will come on board. So there's going to be viewership growth there, certainly. Some of the other things, the blue chip companies are sponsoring them, including Activision and Square Enix. Good to note there. And they have some other developers too that work on their mobile games. We'll get to that. And they're moving into China. So a lot of good things there on their earnings report. Numbers all look good. Growth there. I want to go down to the operating segment here. Like I said, this is always a good one to listen to their to the report and then thumb through it and go comb through the details. I'm just going over some of the things that caught my eye and pointing them out. They're always big with their social media platforms. WWE is one of the best in the business that utilizes that. A lot of other companies could learn from them. Again, their expansion in the Middle East, India, and Sega and Glue Mobile. Now, Sega is a stock that we own, and we think people should own it because they're making a big push to become relevant again. And you'll see their name popping up with some strategic partnerships with people like WWE to make some games. So, excellent outlook for the rest of the year in the earnings reports, and those were pretty much the big things that I wanted to point out. So, growing company, they have their content is a subscription based, and really they have other studios and stuff out there that work on things where all they need is a hit or two, and the money from them will be going through the roof. I'm talking about their movie segment. Very small segment for them, but takes one hit and that'll skyrocket. So you start putting that content on the WWE Network channel, then you're really starting to rival the likes of a Netflix and HBO, and in not so much the niche market. So we'll see if they start going down that road in the future. They have lots of options, lots of opportunities for global expansion, and literally they're the only game in town when it comes down to it. So you want to own a monopoly, here it is, buy WWE stock. Let me know what you think in the comments below. I'm going to wrap it up for today. Appreciate you watching. Give me a thumbs up, leave some feedback. Interested in growing the channel and making it better, so any feedback you have will be very helpful to me. And subscribe if you haven't already so you get the latest investing news for gamers. Thanks for watching. We'll see you tomorrow.